So Bo Nix, in his last start against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, had easily his best game as a professional. 0 sacks, only 1 turnover for the team as a whole, 4 for 13 on third down. They won the time of possession game, which is always a big key, and they were able to be pretty efficient throwing the ball as well as running the ball. So this is a pretty good first play here from Bo Nix. You get motion from 45, play action to Javonte. It's a two-man route from what you can see here. Two-man route off the play action. You're going 2 against 3. You got to know either way somebody's getting doubled or somebody's going to have some sort of coverage shaded to them. Regardless, you're here with Bo Nix. You love him here. You'd love this throw maybe here for Mims because you can't put it out here. This guy's maybe going to get to it. That's a pretty far throw. You'd love this pass here. But we also get the check down in the end. So it's not really that big of a deal that you miss this corner route. You get a pretty good check down route here. Now, if you didn't see it in the initial view, watch Javonte Williams here. He just absolutely takes out the edge rusher. And not to minimize the center here, but he takes out his guy as well. This whole offensive line does a great job. And number 45 gets this little check down route. Now here is a pretty good shot that you have from Bo Nix here. It's a fade route. You got Josh Reynolds one-on-one down here. And you have a pretty beautiful throw here. Watch this ball as it goes through the air here to Josh Reynolds. This is an incredible throw. Look how beautiful that is. That's an incredible throw. Great catch. First down, Denver. Now this play here, this is good recognition from Bo Nix. This is pretty bad coverage by Jamel Dean out here. I think regardless of who a quarterback is, who a receiver out here is, regardless if this is a running back, a fullback, whoever it is, you cannot play 12 yards off of a receiver in the NFL because this is too easy. He's playing this, obviously, but there's got to be something different done here to say, you know what, if he goes, take him. Because I got to watch this guy here. Who cares? Who cares about this until it gets them to the 4-yard line? You're in a bad position either way. But that's a great throw from Bo Nix. And again, it's pretty good recognition. It's immediate. 2 seconds within the snap. It's out to Javonte Williams. And it's a great throw, and it's a great catch. This is another, this is coming off the last play. This is another pretty good recognition from Bo Nix and pretty poor play from the Buccaneers. Coming off the play action, it's a boot out to his right. This looks like a spot where Bo Nix has been pretty comfortable. And he's pretty much just playing pick your poison with number 3 here. If number 3 comes at him, he's tossing it to Javonte Williams. If he stays with Javonte Williams, he does exactly what he does on this play, and he runs for the touchdown. This is a play in a long line, this game, of just tough decisions that Bo Nix is forcing on the Buccaneers. And no matter what decision that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers make, he makes them wrong. He makes them so wrong that they look a little silly. And this is the 4th drive of the game for Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos. You see a pretty good play here. You see a fake pitch out. Now, this is perfect. Get up in the pocket, get in front of this edge defender. And it's a pretty good throw. It's just outside for Troy Franklin. You always got to love a pretty good quarterback sneak play. You see Bo Nix get it, immediately shoot to the outside. Everyone's going in. He goes around. Gets the first down pretty easily. This is a good throw here. Bo Nix to Cortland Sutton deep here. He had it earlier in the game. This time he takes it when he doesn't have it as easily. But Cortland Sutton's a big target. Cortland Sutton's a solid 6'2", 200 plus pounder. Bo Nix puts it out there. I wouldn't even say only to a place where he could get it, because you see Jamel Dean is right on Courtland Sutton here. But he trusts Courtland Sutton, and I think a wide receiver like Courtland Sutton is going to appreciate that trust going forward with Bo Nix. And you see that trust the very next play, not only with Courtland Sutton and Bo Nix, but Bo Nix and Courtland Sutton. Another quick throw, another solid 6-7 yard gain, and the Broncos are moving. We've seen a lot of good Bo Nix up to this point. This is going to be, I guess, on the more bad Bo Nix side. It's nitpicky, I know. But, you have this play action. He anticipates it well. He's throwing it at this point. That's pretty good anticipation. He throws it behind Sutton a bit, and it's low enough to where it doesn't make as big of a worry. But if this throw is anywhere more a yard to the left and up a good 6 feet, it's picked going this way. It's not a throw you want to have if you're Bo Nix or the Broncos. We're back to pretty good Bo Nix here. You see read option. This is pretty good. I'll say it like this. I don't know if Bo Nix here is anticipating a poor play from Jordan Whitehead, but Jordan Whitehead has to know if he's coming off the edge like this, there's going to be some guys here. Jordan Whitehead does not need to play so aggressively on the running back here. But Bo Nix takes advantage of it. He plays like a veteran here and takes advantage of a poor play from Jordan Whitehead and gets a first down here. Again, you can see this immediately. Jordan Whitehead just does not need to be here. He does not. But by the time he has turned his head, by the time he notices it, Bo Nix is gone. This is going to be a play here where we're just going to watch the offensive line. Neither of these two block, so don't worry about them. Let's watch this 5 right here. That's incredible. That's incredible to give to a rookie quarterback. This is, again, some more of bad Bo Nix. We've had very decent Bo Nix this whole game. This is very, very bad Bo Nix. This is first drive out of halftime. You have a chance to put Tampa Bay out of their misery here. You come out of halftime with a lead. And this is your first drive, possibly ending in catastrophe. See him go out here. Tampa Bay has been playing zone this whole game. They have been waiting to get their hands on a pass. And what does Bo Nix do? 23 right here is watching the entire time. He knows exactly what is happening here. He doesn't care about this. If this gets completed, oh well, you gave up a first down, you're down 20-7. Worse has happened this entire game. Bo Nix almost gives them a chance to get right back in the game with this throw. It goes right to a spot where 23, Tyke Smith, could have caught this, could have, who knows what happens. But Bo Nix gets lucky here. And you know what? I'd rather have a quarterback get lucky than throw an interception. It's a rookie throw right there. And with everything that he's done well in this game, that's a good way to erase everything you've done well. So this is going to all be in the span of one drive, where at this moment where Bo Nix has the ball right now, there are 7 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. So, I'll update once this drive is over how much time has gone off the clock. So, we're here at the end of the drive. I said at the beginning of this drive, we started with 7 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. We get to this point, and again, Tampa Bay at this point is up 20-7. There have been 7 minutes and 55 seconds that have gone off the clock. We have gone from the third to the fourth quarter, and we're extending our lead with a Will Lutz field goal from 30 yards out. We're extending our lead to 16 points. This is a drive where, nothing incredible happened. The biggest play that happened was a Bo Nix scramble and the second completion of the drive where LaJordan Humphrey ran for 9 or 10 yards after catching a 6-yard out. Nothing incredible happened. And Bo Nix still led a almost 20-play drive. He leads a 16-play drive to span from his 6-yard line to the Tampa Bay 15. And they end up with a Will Lutz field goal. Essentially, the last drive that I showed that ended up in a field goal from 30 yards out, and this drive that I'm going to show right now, these two drives essentially end the game for the Buccaneers, and they end the game in a win for the Broncos. Tyler Badie, with the longest run of his career, basically puts this one to bed. Puts Denver in field goal range. They have another 2 runs after this that set up the last field goal from Will Lutz. It ended up being his 4th on the day. Pretty good game from Denver. Pretty good game from Bo Nix overall. Really only a few plays that you can say, Bo Nix did not look good here. Bo Nix looked like a rookie. Bo Nix looked like a guy who is still learning to play quarterback in the NFL. And that's totally fine when you still win the game 26-7. I think Sean Payton, I think the Denver Broncos defense, I think everything about this team screams that this is potentially an upset team waiting to happen if you're playing a Tampa Bay, if you're playing a Kansas City, if you're playing a divisional leading team or a team that's looking like they're going to make the playoffs. I don't know if what Denver has constructed and what they've been able to put in front of Bo Nix, but you can't say anything but he played a great game against a very good defense in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll see if he can keep it going next week against the Jets. But, this gives me faith in Bo Nix. And this makes me think that Bo Nix could be a really good quarterback. Something that up until this game, I had a hard time believing. So, a pretty good game from Bo Nix and a pretty good game from the Denver Broncos as a whole.